Here we are everyone, Unreal Engine 5.6 is already here, and as always, there's a lot to talk about. Trust me, this release is packed with powerful new features and improvements. One key takeaway, Unreal Engine 5.6 is a major milestone for animation. Yes, the future of animation is unfolding in Unreal. So let's focus on that and dive right in. Right off the bat, you'll notice the brand new UI, but we'll go to that in a moment. First, let's focus on the part I found most exciting, and I know many fellow animators will agree, the animation tools. Let's bring a character into a scene, here our dear friend Venom, and create a sequencer with its control rig, and enable the animation mode. You'll see that the interface is now cleaner, with fewer sections and tools cluttering the screen. Many features have been merged into the new top bar layout for easier access. We have now several quality of life improvements, streamlining selection. The new toggle viewport selectability helps you avoid selecting actors not present in your sequencer. That's really handy, trust me, no more misclicks everywhere. You can also limit selection to just controls using the button here, which is the same one as select there. Another improvement is the focus on control selection. Now if you select any control track in your sequencer, you could use F key in your viewports to focus on the control selected without having to press any key to kind of revive the viewports. In 5.5, we needed to enter a console command for it. Now it's on by default when you activate the Animator Kit plugin in firsthand. Temporary pivots and motion trails are now accessible directly from the top bar too. Speaking of motion trails, it's seen major improvement. It's now faster, more stable, and far more customizable. You can fully customize how trails are displayed. Choose between full trays, keyframe-based trails, and various styles to better visualize movements. You can also manage multiple trays across different controls and adjust keys directly from the trails. Even space switching is supported now, letting you remap trail space, for example to the camera, for more accurate behavior. That's really important for the animation environment. Another major improvement in this release is the new mirroring functionality, which is now handled through keyboard shortcuts instead of relying on the pose asset system. You can find and customize the main bindings under Rig Animation in the editor preferences. For example, select View Controls. Now by pressing Ctrl plus L, it selects the mirrored controls and deselects the originals. Then Ctrl plus Shift plus M passes the keys to the mirrored control instantly. This is really something I've been waiting for. The workflow feels smoother and more streamlined than ever. On the optimization side, there's a noticeable performance boost. When playing back in the sequencer, all transforms on control rigs are now grayed out. These prevent them from being evaluated at runtime, leading to a significant gain in performance. I just talked about pose assets, and yes, I need to make a tutorial on this soon, but there's a fantastic new feature about it. The ability to apply saved pose additively. This means you can now control the influence or weight of a pose directly on your controls. Even small updates like this show how Unreal continues to grow as a powerhouse in the animation space. Another great improvement, and many of you will love that, is in the Sequencer Curve editor. The twin tools are now fully integrated directly into Sequencer, showing the complete names for each behavior you can apply to your keys or controls. Even better, you can now extend the default value range of -1 to +1 using a brand new icon here. I've already made a video covering the twin tools in depth, so feel free to check it out if you want a detailed walkthrough. And there's also a new way to adjust your keys in the dedicated UI window, along with the addition of a powerful new lattice tool. One long-awaited feature, especially compared to traditional DCC like Blender or Maya, is finally here. A Playblast style render tool. By enabling the Movie Render Queue plugin, you now get access to the Quick Render feature. With just a few clicks, you can render exactly what you see in the viewports within seconds. You can also tweak key parameters and even render without needing a camera in your sequence. This is all built on the Movie Render Graph system, which of course you can fully customize to suit your pipeline needs. Another tool animators will absolutely love is the new Media Viewer plugin. It allows you to import and display 2D references but also image sequences directly inside the editor. You can now animate with your reference footage side by side with your reports without ever leaving Unreal. You can even set it up for transparent overlay so your reference and viewport can be layered in incredibly helpful ways. And finally, a real game changer for animation workflows, the Sequencer Navigation tool. Managing short sequences and subsequences in Unreal used to be cumbersome. But now, with this simple icon in Sequencer, you get a clear visual overview of your master sequence. It shows all nested sequences, their hierarchy, and even lets you easily adjust parameters like hierarchical bias, no more digging through menus and painful sequences folders. As I mentioned earlier, Unreal Engine 5.6 comes with a brand new UI. The top bar has been redesigned to be more compact, more intuitive, and easier to navigate. You have now quick access to all Gizmo functionalities and properties, including the new experimental one. All in one convenient place, which is a huge improvement. A small but very welcome touch is the pre-selection highlights, which makes selecting and identifying objects more precise and fluid. I'm really enjoying this so far. Snapping to surfaces is now smoother and more accessible than ever, with just a few clicks. You can even add new snap targets like sockets more easily. Camera options are now directly available in the UI too, including settings like near view plane, which we previously had to adjust through console variables. You also find all the usual tools like view mode, scalability settings, and more, but now with improved access and clarity. One particularly appreciated new detail: a settings menu right in the top bar. No more digging through editor preferences for simple things like inverting the orbit axis. It's now available with a single click. Great news for all the Maya users out there. This new UI setup isn't just limited to selection mode or animation. It's been rolled out across all the modes as well. For example, modeling mode now features a much more streamlined top bar with a wide range of tools conveniently packed in. Creating and selecting geometry feels way more intuitive, bringing Unreal even closer to the experience of traditional modeling software. And that's a big win. And we have UR improvements kind of everywhere, like preview node material in graph and a brand new color picker with a history buffer, very appreciated. Also worth mentioning, it's something I'm really happy to see, is the addition of new templates to get started with, especially geared toward game development. Epic even hosted a live stream showcasing what's included, so be sure to check the link in the description for a full overview. This was just a quick overview, and there's still so much more to dive into. Don't worry, I'll be releasing detailed tutorials covering all the new animation features, so we can explore everything step by step. In the meantime, outside of animation, what features or topics do you want me to cover next? Let me know in the comments. And that's it for today, guys. Don't forget that it's a preview version, so you might encounter some bugs or issues. That's normal. It's in development. Thanks for watching and for your support as always, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It's really important to join the community. See you next week for a new video. Ciao!